Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. On this day in 1840, the English author and poet Thomas Hardy was born. He qualified as an architect, but practiced his profession very little. He was much more interested in writing novels and poetry, and his books are really good tales, actually, of country life and books such as Far from the Madding Crowd, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Under the Greenwood Tree. They're still popular and well worth reading. Hardy struggled for much of his career with Victorian conservative values, and several of his books received a bad press because of their sympathetic treatment of fallen women. His novel Jude the Obscure was even sometimes sold in brown paper bags because of its treatment of sex and religion that people found so shocking in those days. He would have done well in these days now, I'm sure, Thomas Hardy. His books are still really a good read. Here is one of his poems. I think he's a good poet too. This is called Places. Nobody says, "Ah, that is the place where chanced in the hollow of years ago what none of the 3 towns cared to know, the birth of a little girl of grace, the sweetest the house saw, first or last. Yet it was so on that day long past. Night, morn, and noon, nobody calls to mind that here, upon Botcherel Hill where the carters skid, with cheeks whose airy flush outbid fresh fruit in bloom and free of fear, she cantered down as if she must fall, though she never did, to the charm of all. Nay, one there is to whom these things, that nobody else's mind calls back, have a savour that scenes in being lack, and a presence more than the actual brings, to whom today is beneaped and stale, and its urgent clack but a vapid tale." There's a bit of regret there. It seems to be the poet's voice of speaking of regret of a love that he never pursued. Today I will try not to judge, but to understand and to help. Thank you for listening.